Hey everyone, welcome to Runestone Reptiles. I'm your host, Chad. Have a look at these snakes. They look so very different. But are they different? It might surprise people to find out the answer. Let's talk about it today. Let's start today's video out with a disclaimer. I'm not a genetics expert. There's a chance I'll mess up on how something is to be pronounced. I might even mess up on some of the genetics. I've researched this out, but I'm not an expert on the academic side of things. If you are watching this and are a genetic expert, I apologize in advance. What are you doing there, bud? You're just dangling from your tail. The strength of these guys is absolutely amazing sometimes. While working at the reptile sanctuary, we had many different ball pythons that were surrendered to us. As people would come to visit the facility, the vast differences in colors and patterns among the ball pythons would confuse them. And I would spend quite a bit of time explaining why the snakes were different colors and patterns, but were the same species of snake. The main reptiles I keep at Runestone Reptiles are ball pythons. We have a couple of other species here, but I've always loved ball pythons. So we are going to keep this conversation mostly about ball pythons. However, this does pertain to other snakes and other reptiles, so take that into consideration. Both of these snakes are ball pythons. They are the same species of snake. So why do they look so different? It has a lot to do with the genetics. We call these different colors and patterns morphs. Woo! Where are you going there? Reptiles inherit their genes from their parents, just like we do. The color of our hair and eyes are all based on the genes that our parents pass on to us. The same is true for these snakes. Dusk here is the closest I have to what we would call a normal or a wild ball python. A normal ball python is brown in color and has what is sometimes referred to as the alien head pattern amongst the length of the body. A quick Google search would show hundreds of images of what a normal ball python looks like. The color and pattern help these snakes in the wild hide from predators and hunt their prey. Morphs happen when there is a slight genetic change to the snake. This does happen in the wild, but it's rare and it is a little more random. People who breed ball pythons try somewhat to control the randomness of the morphs by controlling which snakes are able to breed. This has produced a massive number of morphs that are on the market right now. While there is still the normal ball pythons available for purchase, breeders prefer having unique morphs. So why do breeders choose to breed morphs instead of normal ball pythons? Part of the answer is because morphs look cool and different. There is something exciting about producing a snake that no one has ever seen before. Breeders can stack genes to create truly unique snakes. We can discuss stacking genes later on in another video. The other big part of why comes down to money. Normal ball pythons are easy to find, and they are cheap. You can buy one for less than $100. For the time and money breeders put into hatching a snake, normals just don't cover the bills very well. Morphs increase the value of the snake and make the effort of raising the snake worth it. Some morphs will go for a couple of $100, while others can go for thousands, even tens of thousands. Does the morph affect the snake? Well, this is a bit of a complex question with many different answers. In the wild, some morphs would make life very difficult for reptiles. Reptiles rely on camouflage to keep them alive and to find food. Now, Eowyn here has no camouflage, and predators would find her very quickly in the wild. Albinos, leucistics, and other white or pale snakes would struggle surviving due to this. When I worked with alligators, I looked up the survival rate for albino alligators in the wild and read that most albinos born in the wild wouldn't survive more than 24 hours due to predators spotting them with ease. In captivity, it's another story. Many morphs not only survive, but thrive. With the right care and the right keeper, these morphs can enjoy a full and rewarding life. That being said, there are some morphs that cause quite the contention among the reptile community. One of the biggest controversial morphs for ball pythons is the spider morph that is associated with a neurological disorder that causes something called a wobble. Ghost here has the spider morph. This gene doesn't affect Ghost very much. He lives a fairly normal life under my care. That being said, we will discuss spider morphs in more detail later on in another video. That gives you a brief overview of morphs. Personally, I love morphs because they provide something for everyone. People like me who love the white, pale, and mythical looking snakes can find them. If you're familiar with reptiles, you probably already know much of what I have discussed today. If you're not familiar, hopefully I was able to give you some useful information today. Let me know in the comments what your favorite morphs are, and we'll see you next time.